So there was a headline on The Hill the other day that really caught my attention. The headline was, quote, "Trump leading Harris among independents, poll." And sure enough, you get in there, you look at the poll results. It's one poll from YouGov, and it does in fact show that Donald Trump is winning right now with independent voters. The numbers break down to Trump has 42% of independent voters and Harris has 37%. So that's really bad for Harris and really good for Donald Trump if you don't understand how math works, right? Because look at those two numbers. Trump's got 42% of undecided voters. Harris has 37%. Okay, well, if you do the quick math on that, 42 plus 37 is only 79. But the poll also tells us that 13% of independent voters say they're not sure whom they will vote for. Right? That's word for word from The Hill. So, okay, we have 79% who have picked somebody and 13% that haven't. Even doing the math again, 79 plus 13 is 92. Huh. Well, I'm sure YouGov meant well, right? The numbers don't add up. If you have a sample size, you have to have 100%. So where's the other 8%? Because y'all didn't mention that. Are there 21% who are undecided? If so, then that 5-point gap between Trump and Harris becomes completely meaningless. Even 13% undecided at the moment makes that 5-point gap not matter at all, right? You know, polling does require math, okay? I took, as part of getting my political science degree, I had to take classes on polling. I learned how to do polling. I learned how to tell reliable polls from not reliable polls. And for the record, if it has a margin of error of over 3%, you're supposed to disregard it. And this one has a margin of error of 3.2%, which isn't terrible compared to other modern polls, but still kind of a little less reliable. So if we take the 3% margin of error, then that drops the gap down to 2% between the two candidates, plus as many as maybe 21% who are undecided, which means none of this matters, right? I mean, shouldn't that be the takeaway from this? And listen, I'm not trying to downplay this. I'm not trying to say that, no, Harris is running away with it and crushing it and everything's great. What I am saying is that we have to make sure we pay closer attention to what the polls are actually telling us. And when you get a bunch of poll numbers that don't add up to 100%, that's a problem. It's either a problem with the pollster who conducted it, or it's a problem with the media outlets that are out there telling us Trump's running away with independents. If you don't count all the people who don't know who they're going to vote for, that still doesn't add up to 100%. But sure, I guess you tried, but you didn't try very hard. The point is this. Don't take anything for granted right now. Harris is winning in the national poll. She is winning in every other poll. This one is definitely an outlier. Pretend none of these polls exist. We need to act right now like Kamala Harris is running 10 points behind Donald Trump nationally and in every single swing state. Do not let off the gas. Do not let off the attacks on Donald Trump. Do not give him a free pass. We have to keep going until we hit that finish line, until every vote is counted. Because up until that point, we need to act like we're running from behind and not be lulled into complacency by any of these polls, whether they are accurate and actually add up to 100% or not. America's Lawyer has launched its own YouTube channel. Now, this channel, of course, is still in its early phases of development, but you can help grow it by subscribing. Just go to youtube.com/TheAmericasLawyer, and you'll get all of the great content from Mike Papantonio and myself that we produce every single week.